Hello, I'm WBZ TV meteorologist Barry Burbank, and I've got your forecast for the next several days. And we're going to first start off with a study of contrast, what happened between August 25th and 31st of last year, and what I'm forecasting what's going to be happening during the same time period this year. Last year, if you remember, at the end of August was extremely hot. We had a 4-day heat wave, and a couple of those days on the 28th and 29th, it was in the upper 90s. That was followed, by the way, by 3 days in the first week of September, which were over 90 degrees. So we had one hot stretch there, that's for sure. Contrast that to what I'm forecasting this week, definitely on the much cooler side, but still pleasant. But it does get warmer later in the week. By the time we get to the last day of August, we may be having a new 90-degree day in Boston, adding on to the totals. We'll see what happens with that. Now let's change gears and go way out in the Atlantic and way out in the Atlantic Basin to see what's happening with tropical storm. What is the name of that tropical storm? It is Dorian. Dorian was going to be forming off Florida yesterday. Instead, this storm started developing much more quickly and got to tropical storm status, and it's now right around 500 miles east of Barbados, where there is a tropical storm watch in effect right now. The storm has only 40-mile-per-hour winds currently, but by the time it gets to Barbados by late tomorrow, it may be winds up to 65 miles per hour, according to the projected track and intensity of this system from the National Hurricane Center. Beyond that, it may become a minimal hurricane as it heads towards or south of Puerto Rico and goes towards the Dominican Republic. Going over that area, very mountainous, will cause this thing to weaken quite a bit and may go back to tropical storm status. Whatever happens after that, just don't know. It's too far out. But we look at the Florida here, and east of Florida, there's that tropical wave which has moved to the northeast and is now moving northeast at 14 miles per hour, so it's starting to accelerate a little bit. The question is, will that become Tropical Storm Erin? The Hurricane Center feels that there is a 60% chance in the next couple of days that it'll happen, and they boosted up to an 80% chance between 3 and 5 days from now. So consequently, here's the east coast of the United States, the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Here's Boston right up in here. So Erin will go on a track like this. But it's relatively close, so we're going to keep a watchful eye on this over the next few days and see what happens. Right now, the forecast is we'll get brushed by some rain later Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night in the combination of this thing here and an approaching frontal boundary. After that, everything pushes offshore, and we wave goodbye to it and open the door for some nice sunny and warm to hot weather by the end of the week. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, clouds have rolled in from the ocean already after starting out clear in many spots this morning, and you can see that cloud cover here racing in, moving from east to west, while other clouds to the south of us are moving from west to east, so going in different directions. But in any event, this cloud cover moving in from the ocean will be producing some showers, and most of them not amounting to all that much, some of them hardly wetting the ground, others maybe briefly coming down hard, and then just they continue to move on and weaken as they move west-southwestward here. So we'll have low dew points over the next few days, right on through Tuesday, a brief spike up on Wednesday, turning a bit sticky on Wednesday, and then getting much drier again on Thursday. High temperatures today, only upper 60s along the coast, lower 70s, a few low to possibly middle 70s up in here where the sunshine might be a bit more prevalent this afternoon. The wind is going to be picking up out of the northeast at 15 to 25 miles an hour. Looking at highs across the nation, the hot weather is now being restricted to a smaller area from out west in the southwest. That's where it's really hot. Most of the rest of the nation has cooled off really nicely thanks to a sprawling giant high pressure center, which is giving us that beautiful weather here in New England in terms of low humidity. But underneath the high to the north, we get these bands of clouds as the air moves across the ocean, picks up moisture, and brings those clouds inland. The moisture doesn't mount to much, but certainly it spoils seeing much sunshine, that's for sure today. And maybe again tomorrow as well. Note tomorrow morning another band of clouds tends to come in. The timing on each batch is tough right now, but it looks like we'll see some more clouds from time to time tomorrow. By the way, the waves now are building up to 5 feet, so surf's up for you surfers, but folks going in the water today, there is a risk of rip currents, and that risk is increasing as some of those waves get higher and higher. But it's certainly not going to be a very good beach day with it cool on the coast. But I'm sure the surfers will be out there with their suits and everything getting some of these waves, which they really haven't had much of all summer long. In terms of low temperatures tonight, low 60s on the Outer Cape, upper 50s in Boston, to upper 40s out in parts of north central Massachusetts. High temperatures tomorrow, just a little bit higher than today. probably reaching 70 at the coast, mid-70s inland. And it looks like the Cape and the islands, well, you got those scattered showers today with a changeable sky of clouds and times of sunshine. Tomorrow, the same story, both days around 70 degrees at best. Lakes and region and mountains today is pretty nice up there, lots of sunshine, a few clouds. Tomorrow's the same story. They're much farther away from this ocean moisture. So as we go through time, this hot weather in the southwest may start to expand later in the week and come back up at us, and we may see temperatures approaching 90 degrees. So we've had 14 of such days this year. We had one last Friday. We may have another one next Saturday. We'll see how it all shakes out. And here's your 7-day forecast reflecting the warmth which comes back late in the week after we get some rain later Wednesday and Wednesday night. Hey, 88 to 92 next Friday and Saturday. Looks like part of the upcoming Labor Day weekend, right now anyway, looks like it's going to be on the hot and sunny side. All right, have a nice rest of the weekend.